Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hey, if you are watching this, whatever time of day, I just welcome you. And it's lunch hour for us here on the West Coast. So wherever you are, I welcome you to join this call. If you know someone who is a fur baby mama, or if they are an equestrian lover of horses or animals, you're going to want to share this video with them. I have the lovely pleasure of inviting Nicole Rexing onto this call. And Nicole, I'm going to actually invite her right now. Nicole, here you come. I'm going to add you on. While she's coming on the screen here and going to be joining me on camera, Nicole, let me read for her bio for you because this is something you want to know. We're talking credibility and in veterinarian holistic medicine. So as she's coming on, she is a registered veterinary technician, and she has been working in veterinary medicine since 1994. That alone is impressive. But she has also worked in holistic, integrative veterinary medicine for over 13 years. She is a wife, a mother of a 12 and 14-year-old. They have a 26-acre farm with 4 horses, 2 dogs, and 9 cats. So she knows what she's talking about from a personal level as well. Her husband farms over 250 acres. And this beautiful woman here on the screen with me now, she helps own and operate 3 different pet businesses. So, and she's helping people find a better way of improved health through alternative medicine. Now, how many of you know that alternative medicine is all the craze right now? I am an alternative person. I'm not a medical professional, but I lean towards alternative holistic medicine. That's why I'm called Becki the Biohacker. That's why I do what I do. It's why I'm passionate about what I do. So I actually put my money into holistic medicine where my mouth is. Well, what about your pets? This woman is going to come on and she's going to talk about, she's got her beautiful little boxer that's joined her today. And he is one example of what's happening in the field of holistic integrative medicine in the veterinarian world. Nicole, welcome. I am so excited to talk to you. Since the very first time I saw you on an interview, I'm like, I want to talk to her. So welcome to my world of Facebook, your world of Facebook, and anyone else that ends up sharing this today. You're in for a treat to hear this woman's story. So Nicole.
Thank you, Becki. I thank you for inviting me on and just reaching out to me. And in this, I'm very blessed to be able to share what all the experience I have had in the last 13 years of being in holistic integrative medicine, because it is, like you said, becoming very more, people are learning that it's legit, and it's becoming more science-based and backed by science, where 20, 30 years ago, it was more we're borrowing research, but now we have research to prove what we've been doing over these years is actually legit information and changing the lives of veterinary medicine as we know it.
To me, that is just the most exciting ventures, because how often, even me being raised with dogs, we just hauled them off to the vet. They threw a shot in their rump or their neck, and off they go home again, and we just go give them their just junk dog food, and we hope that they live long because we love them, but we just never really had the awareness of how to properly care for our pets. And now it's a big thing where people are becoming fur parents, and
Yeah,
that is
exactly.
actually a lifestyle alternative that many people are choosing, to have pets instead of children. And I think that's fine. I think it's awesome, but how are we going to keep the quality of life of these beautiful little fur people, fur animals, to the best we possibly can? And so people like you come along and you find out about integrative medicine. What interests you, first of all? Where did you get started? And talk us through. And you guys, those of you that are watching, we are going to be talking about Nrf2 activation for the pet. We talk about that now for our own lives, but we're talking pets now, not just people. So kind of give us your journey. I'd love to hear it, Nicole.
Well, I've been a registered veterinary technician since December of 2000. I have been working in veterinary medicine since 1994. So I've almost going on 25 years of working in a veterinary clinic. And so I guess fast forward to 2004, I started working with a veterinarian that who was transitioning over into holistic medicine because she herself had, some issues of her health that traditional medicine was not taking care of. So she started, you know, she was told by someone, maybe you should think about with pets, and it should, also help with pets. And so she went on this journey and got certified in integrative medicine, Chinese medicine in Florida. There's the Chi Institute, and I know many people. The ding, I forgot to turn my notifications off. Um, so I started working for her, and if you and I know my fellow veterinary technicians out there will understand this. To be in this profession, you really have to have an open mind because you are taught one way in school, but when you get to a clinic, you're doing something totally different. So you really have to learn to be malleable and change and kind of go with the flow because you're just not going to be doing the same thing you were taught in school. So when I started working with the holistic veterinarian, she really educated me. And the other thing was dogs don't or pets don't have placebo effect. Okay, so a pet is either getting better or they're not, depending on what course of modalities we were using. And with the modalities, we're using herbs, we're using food, changing their food, nutrition, acupuncture, chiropractic, laser, TENS units. I mean, it's endless on how we can tweak the body to turn on pathways to heal itself. So I was seeing cases come in that traditional medicine was not making a difference. They were one came couldn't walk, and their veterinarian said basically, number one, I don't know what else to do. You know, or you need to euthanize your pet. I mean, usually those are the two things that you're told. And so we kind of see those patients that don't know what else to do. So I was seeing transformations happening in these pets and all in my own as well, because when she was going through school, my pets became the guinea pig. So when she learned the acupuncture points, she practiced on my pet. So she did a cat, she did my horses, and I had a cat that had megacolon, and I know you veterinary people will understand what that is. It's basically chronic constipation. The pet is not able to go on its own. It needs medication or enemas, all that good stuff. But within an hour of acupuncture, that cat would totally clean out its bowel within an hour on its own, no medication. So I was sold, okay, because nothing else was making that happen but the acupuncture points. So I was really excited about all this new stuff I was learning. And then I had my own health crisis. And I was having sciatic arthritis. Whoops, sorry. Cat knocked down the baby gate. There's always something going on in here. Um, so, so I was also looking at modalities for myself because traditional medicine wasn't helping. 800 milligrams ibuprofen was not helping me sleep through the night. Muscle relaxers was not helping me sleep through the night. So fast forward, I forget when that was. That was 6 months. Um, I had this issue myself, but then my boxer here, Angel, which she's right here.
Oh,
This is my
hi,
Angel.
Angel.
Hey.
Oh, hi, Angel. What a sweetie.
So she was diagnosed with cancer, her first cancer at age 3. And and that was before holistic medicine, or actually it was just kind of coming into my life at that point. And so with her being diagnosed with cancer, my health issues, and my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 melanoma and given 1 year to live as well. And I'm thinking there has to be something out there that we're missing. There has to be something more than what we know. And I know herbs work because it's proof. The proof is in the pudding. And so a friend of mine, not knowing the health issues I was going through, the health issues she was going through, or my dad, reached out to me and shared this ABC investigative report. Okay. It was, it intrigued me because what he talked about was this way of activating the way of our body's healing process. And it was all herbal. And I thought, why haven't I heard about this? I'm in an herbal medicine, been in holistic medicine for, going on 5-6 years, and you think you've heard of everything, but you still get a lot of people that bring you stuff, and you're kind of like, well, yeah, it ain't gonna hurt, but we really don't know if that's going to make a difference or not. But with this, I found there were science behind it, which that's huge. Okay, number one, to have science backing an herbal combination, because it's usually third party where, they're grabbing science from other aspects and saying, well, our turmeric, we have turmeric in it, so it's going to do the X, Y, and Z. Well, that's borrowed research where this was actually on the products. So that made me raise an eyebrow going, if it can do half of what it says it does, my dog needs to be on. And first of all, I was concerned about her. I'm freezing up, I think. Sorry about that. I was concerned about her because she had cancer on her back leg, coming down to the decision of amputating the leg because it already had said it metastasized. So do I amputate her back right leg, and she's 65 pounds, and left leg, she had a torn ACL that was repaired, but wasn't quite 100%. She was still limping on it. And I thought, there's no way I could give.
Oh, let's see if we can get her back in right in the middle of a great story. Hold on a sec. We're gonna invite her back in here. This is what happens on live camera. But she's worth it, isn't she? What a story. Right in the middle of the story. But you see, this is just live. This is live Facebook. This is live Facebook too. So you are just about on the second possible amputation, or the ACL on the back leg.
Okay. So I knew her quality of life would be diminished because she wouldn't be able to walk at all, and I would have to carry her around. And I know I can't carry around a 65-pound dog to go in and out to go potty. So I decided to do holistic and just go with what I had been introduced to. So with that being said, I saw the research about how this reduced cancer in mice 33% in 6 weeks. And I thought, oh my goodness, this is exciting because there's nothing else that's been documented to do that. So holistically. So she was my guinea pig. I started taking it myself, and I had great results. So I thought, if it's helping me, then I know it's going to help her. And what do I have to lose, right? I mean, it's herbs. And that's what my veterinarian said. She goes, it's herbs. She goes, I keep freezing. I don't know why. But she said it's not going to hurt her. So I said, what should I do? So I started her on it, and fast forward, she's been diagnosed with 4 different types of cancer. And if you saw any of her little, on her head, any kind of scar, that was surgical remove of cancer. She's had over 10 surgeries. I've lost count after 10. Removing cancer off her and sending it off to the lab, and it coming back and the last 2 were metastasized. So meaning they had gone. And again, I'm not saying it's cured her. I'm not saying it's mitigated, but she is outliving it. Okay. Because I know she is in she's 14. by the way. She was a stray, so we don't really know her real age, but she's 13 to 14. She's a boxer. If anybody knows anything about boxers, number one killer is cancer, and the second is heart disease. And
Wow.
for her, 4 different types of cancer that, again, to have metastasized, for her to still be here, and she hasn't had surgery going on 5 years.
How long has she been
So
on?
she's been on it.
How long has she been on? How long?
She's been 8 years. She's been on it 8 years.
She's been on NRF2 for 8 years?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
And
That's
it's been going, she's been on
astounding.
6 years with no new lesions, knock on wood. But again, I'm not making any claims, but what we're doing that, when you activate that pathway in the body and again, it's nutrigenomics because we're supporting all aspects of the body at a cellular level. When you can balance out the body to do what God designed it to do, right? That's what holistic medicine is. It's just activating the body to do what it's already supposed to do. So and dogs have 7 times more oxidative stress than we have, and we know that is the major link to any long-term what we call degenerate disease. So your cancer, your heart disease, diabetes. That's all stemmed. If you go to PubMed.gov, I mean, you can see oxidative stress linked to those diseases. So I thought if I could just at least give her quality of life, and that's all I was going for with holistic medicine, is to give quality to the years I thought I had with her. And I had no idea what this would do when you where we are now. I had no idea she still would be here with us. And she's doing amazing. She still runs around. She now uses her other ACL leg that she no longer did use before. She's torn her other one too, so she's not had any knee repair. So that's how I got, introduced, but am more passionate about because of what it's done for my pets, but not just mine, but all the people I know. And I don't know if you know, I also have a horse that's 37. He was 7 years old when I got him. I mean, I was 7 years old when we got him. He's 3 months old, and he's 37. So, I mean, he's family, and that's what these guys are, is family. So we want to do what's best for them. So this has been a blessing knowing about this. And then the cool thing is you don't have to believe anything I say. It's all there in research, third party. So, I mean, that's what's so exciting is that the transformations we're seeing, and again, happening with our pets, because we were giving it to our pets in the human version, and then after the CEO at that point, hearing our stories is how the pet product got introduced. So,
wow.
So it's just really cool how.
Oh, Nicole, that's mind blowing. So I guess the bottom line,
I mean, one
of the bottom lines. Look at that baby's face. Oh, he's so darling. Oh, you can see his age with his little white muzzle. You can see his age, but
oh yeah,
he's here.
She used to have a black mask, but I mean,
my goodness.
But she looks pretty good. She don't have the crusty in the nose, or I mean, yeah, she's got these little growths, but they're not hurting anything.
She's adorable. Now, before we wrap up, because this is so exciting, how long has your horse been on this? That is an old horse. Wow.
Yes.
Just real quick, wrap it up in 1 minute.
Yeah. I started him about a year later because I was more focused on her at that point. And then, again, just learning about this new technology, because, again, we didn't use a lot of herbs in horses. So I thought, what the heck? What am I going to giving it to him? Because he had a severe heart murmur, and he was hypothyroid. And I thought, again, giving him quality of life. That's all I was looking for. I had 2 horses. I had another horse that lived to be 31. And, again, she wasn't on it as long as he has been. But yeah, he's been at 7 years. 7 years I've been giving him the Nutrigenomics and Nrf2 activation.
That's amazing.
So
what would you say to every pet lover? what would you say to every
Yeah.
pet lover, every fur baby mama, and every horse lover? What would you say to them in closing?
I would say if you truly love your pet and you want them to live a long quality life, you need to look into this. But because the other cool thing is this was third party, was researched and proven to extend life in all mammals. Okay, this is huge. This is not done by the company. This is third party saying that extend life is 7% in mice. But here's the kicker. It was only given at half a dosage. So who knows that percentage, how high it would
Oh,
be.
I
But
didn't
this
know
is the
that.
only thing on the planet that does, yeah. It was half the dose. They were only given half dose. They weren't given the full dosage. So that just
Oh
blew
my
my
goodness.
mind that they proved 7%
Oh,
and the no and it just proved what I already knew because my pets have already lived beyond their life expectancy. My other dog, I had a dog I lost here about 3 weeks ago. He outlived his lymphoma. He lived 4 years past his diagnosis, and he was given 1 year to live. So he died, ended up dying of liver. He had
we're not hearing you.
he had a
We're
quality of
breaking
life.
up.
He he had quality, he was able to go in and out. He had total bowel control. I wasn't having to make him put diapers on him. I mean, 16. He was 16 when he passed. And, again, she's around 14.
That's
And again, these are with diseases that shorten life expectancy and they have lived, I mean, quality of life. And the same with my horse.
that's really what that.
I mean,
And
I
us
mean,
as oh, frozen again. Oh, well, we've wrapped up our session anyway, so I hope we got what we wanted out of this today was that NRF2 activation is powerful. And mammals don't lie, horses don't lie, and dogs don't lie. So if you're a fur baby parent, love your pets. If you're a horse enthusiast, share this with someone that you love because I think that there's a very solid foundation here from our friend and holistic veterinarian Nicole about NRF2 activation in pets, in mammals, and in humans. So thank you for joining. I invite you to ask me questions. If you know Nicole, ask her questions, and be sure and ask the person that shared this video with you. And thanks for joining us today, everybody. Love you all, my Facebook world. Mwah. Have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon.